I'm gonna say 20th or higher for Bearman. And I'm just gonna say don't finish last, Isaac. Just don't finish last. I know it's a tall order.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're on the shores of the Red Sea in the shade of Jeddah's skyscrapers. This might be a dream setting, but as we know, in Formula One, not all dreams come true.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors table right now. But as it's only round 2, there's still plenty of time for that to change.
It's shaping up to be a great weekend, so don't go anywhere.
All right. The clear skies, Saudi Arabia. We're not competing with any rain out here. We'll see how the cars do in practice.
Our weekend continues.
Okay. Yeah, Bearman just has it. Isaac just needs some work. One of these drivers isn't going to be here at the end of the year, and I am slowly seeing that Hadjar just does not have the ability to do it. So it's likely to be going to be
we will go off grid.
it's likely going to be Bearman that stays in. Let's send him out. I don't think I messed with my livery more last night. I might have, actually. I did, a little bit. So it's silver in front. And then it has this... There's this bit of tone to it. Where it changes to all black on the back. It changed a little bit. On the side, the streak goes from blue in front to red in back. So, I like it. It looks cool. As we see it. Cars are suspended. Magnussen hit the wall. Red flag is out. Let's see Kevin here. Oh, wow. I felt that pain last year, Kevin. When you were my driver last year, I felt that pain. That's what I'm thinking of. We have to be flexible with this strategy because a safety car or a crash could do something. On the flip side, it could also harm us. But 15... Starting 15 for Bearman, that's big.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Time for Oscar Piastri to show what he can do.
Yeah, it's a P5 start. The podium's in sight, but there's a lot standing in their way.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. We're now moments away from this, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
A lot of track vying right now. Yellow flag is out. Leclerc has damage.
And there's been quite a crash.
Leclerc has hit the wall. Looks like he just clipped the wall.
Sorry, guys.
We're a little bit too far wide.
And just like that, the hopes of the team start to dwindle.
Shouldn't be a lot of damage on Leclerc though. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Like 65. Oh yeah, you're still getting it. Okay, good. Bearman climbing right now. He's up against Albon, who's a hard runner right now. And Bottas just won off. That was a lockup. Did he hit the wall?
Bottas. All good at this point. Struggling with the car. What caused that, I wonder?
No, it's just a lockup running wide. A little bit of a dangerous merge. Almost hits Sargent. Hadjar is struggling back here because of some issues.
Don't worry.
Bearman is putting it on here. All right, remember, first lap will start DRS.
DRS enabled.
So, with that in mind, Bearman, we're trying to make a move on Albon. He's not going to have it here, but he's going to have it later, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going to keep running these tires hard. Same thing with the engine. All right, Hadjar passes Esteban. Albon's trying to catch up with Russell. I always feel like Bearman's about to tear this thing and spin. Safety car is deployed. Perez just had a moment. And there he is as we pass him. Safety car is out in full effect.
Let's take a look at the replay. Let's have a look as we go into the 13th corner. There. That's the moment of impact.
And that's a spin.
Leaving a bit of paint on that barrier. And they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
And I think that is Perez out of this race.
And not much that the team can do about that one.
Perez has retired. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's him sitting there. Oh, it makes sense because if there's a mechanical error and they have to retire, it would show. Okay. So Perez is out. Bearman is sniffing the points right now. We didn't have it. Okay, it's fine. Better to be smart than dumb here. I might take this to 13 or 14.
Okay, so let's just catch up, Brad.
Now we should be
Let's
able to
see.
take a look here. And if we watch Magnussen, the opportunity's there.
You pushed me wide. Come on. I don't think that penalties. I think they'll eventually add that in. Being pushed wide as a penalty, but it's not a current penalty in the game because I don't know how you'd really enforce it. I might push this back. Lap 13-ish. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, lap 13. Yes, we're losing some time, but it's technically an undercut. Still. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Morale probably has a big impact on driver confidence.
driving.
Okay, I think I will snap that off as typical oddities. And Logan Sargent, of
Not
course, just
entirely
hit
sure
something.
what happened, but it seems like it was Logan Sargent.
I think they passed because he was trying to go into the pits.
And unable to do anything about that crash. And
So I think
not
that's what
they would
happened.
have had in mind when they...
He had to leave both cars go so he can merge onto it. So that's a change from last year. Before, you'd have cars just sometimes kind of just like merge into each other while they were going in the pit lane and stuff. Now it's, or you'd have a situation where you'd be coming out of the pit and the other car forces you to stop. This time it seems like the car's going into the pits. Yeah, that's why I thought that was typical Logan Sargent right there. Typical Logan Sargent. Yeah, I can understand that. That's the thing with a game that's put out yearly, is it's always incremental upgrades. So every 2 years the game comes out with a lot of stuff. Arguably though, the two things that I wanted are in this game, and that is weird as it sounds, reorganization of the paddock year by year to the constructors, and mechanical failures. And I got my wish that both of them are in the game. So those are my two big wish list items that happened. Third one, I kind of had a create a team idea, but I wasn't married to it. So that was like, I like create a team portions and create characters in mini games. So that was kind of my loose third thing. But I always thought that they might have issues doing like a replace a team. So I kind of figured it would always be an add-on. He just clipped the wall. He just clipped the fucking wall. He pulled a Carlos Sainz, but thing is, Carlos Sainz didn't wreck his car when he did that.
Team back in the garage. That was a tough moment to watch.
I think he completely killed his gearbox too.
I'm okay. Game over.
And that's a safety car, which is going to allow everyone to box.
Keep the delta positive.
Yeah.
Lots of brake warning.
He was probably running still a P13 net in the man. This year is going to be fucking rough. All right, it looks like it's equal. Bearman's finished one race decently well, and now Hadjar has a chance with Bearman's down here. These hard runners are staying on these hards. I should have boxed for hards. Now that I think about it, the AI is so much more intelligent this year, and I love it. Like, I didn't even think about the fact if we boxed on hards, these medium runners are likely gonna, we'll finish the race on those, but everyone on softs is gonna have to change, and me on mediums. I'm guessing I didn't edit the sounds. Magnuson says, hell with that. We're going. We're pushing. Kevin says no. Kevin tells his pit crew he is not stopping. Typical Kevin Magnuson. This man does not care. What kind of tires did Danny Rick go on? Okay, he went on softs. That makes sense.
We are catching him now.
I'm probably gonna pull that back a couple of laps. Here. This last 15 laps will be on softs. I mean, he's not losing time though. I barely was out of it here. I should have it through here. I'm gonna actually box on in 2 laps, to be honest. All right, let's push. We're ahead. Let's catch up with Kevin. Okay, now it's really affecting him. Kevin just likes destroying cars. What can you say?
Maintain that, please.
You're talking about real life, right? That's right, because it's going to be a full different slate of drivers at Haas next year. Hulkenberg is going to what eventually will be Audi. So wait, Bearman is going to Haas?
Gap is about 1.5 now. Don't worry. You ready?
Okay. Okay, I like that. Haas needs to get their shit together when it comes to their car, but I like that.
Yeah, box is flat.
So Hulkenberg is going to what is Audi, and Magnussen doesn't have a seat. That's interesting. I wonder who's going to be the other seat with Haas. There's going to be so many shakeups for next year. I just hope, I swear if it happens again, it's going to be my bad luck. Last year, by year 2, Hamilton had retired and Alonso had retired, which allowed Sainz no, I think it was Perez went to go over here. Sainz stayed with Ferrari. Leclerc went to Red Bull, and it was a complete clusterfuck trying to beat Verstappen and Leclerc on the same team. Yeah, Lewis signed with Ferrari. He's taking over Sainz's seat. But my save, it did all of that, which culminated in Verstappen and Leclerc on the same team, and they were locking up the constructors by like Japan, which is what, the 15th or 16th race. So about halfway through the season, they were locking up the constructors. It took me 3 additional seasons to be able to beat them. Yeah, this year it's the 4th race. Last year it was about midway through. Alright, we're gonna box here with Hadjar. He's gonna have about the same finish as we did the last race with Bearman. One of these drivers isn't gonna survive next year. Until next year, so I don't know how he still has pace. Well, he doesn't have pace because he's doing a full second before. Below, it's the fact that Hadjar is just not a good racer. Like, this is ratings. We'll look at him once he's out of the pit lane. Is anyone else boxed? I'm gonna look at it after this. Unfortunately, we didn't have an extra 2 boxes with Bearman to get it. Two points. I'll take the 2 points. All that matters is the DHL this year. That's what we're competing in. The DHL. They're gonna have to box again. I don't know what Magnuson's doing. There's no reason. There's no points there, so he's just destroying the car. What I'm hoping for this year is an expanded for gearboxes and all of that, and for them not to reject it 2 years later and go back to the original. That was another thing that kind of screwed me last year. Because I was hoping to be able to get money up, but I had to end up buying parts instead of getting money up for. And there goes Xiao in the going to pit lane. I had to spend money on parts instead of factory upgrades, which kind of slowed us down. All because in the second year they voted to expand it, and in the fourth year, no, the first year they voted to expand it, and the third year they voted to restrict it again. And it was like, come on. Now Logan Sargent has that damage still. I don't know what that damage is. You gotta be shitting me.
Red flag.
He's in front of me. It's Yuki. Almost took out his teammate. Okay.
It's not going.
You see this? We're in a desert. It's not gonna rain. Get out of here. Tell me there's a 5% chance of rain. I claim bullshit. Both your cars on fire. Okay, yeah, that probably takes it. Yuki's out. We already have the money for this. Let's see if Magnuson...
Once more. And soon
Magnuson still wins the race.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Magnuson's like, I don't care if this car dies. I'm racing. This man does not care. We got cars inside of us right now. If I need to have him driving clean air because we need to get around Kevin. We have an opportunity to go racing. Nope. It's not gonna work there. He doesn't have the pace. Just get out of my way, Kevin. There we go. We got 10 laps. We're just gonna kill these tires and see what we can get. Looks good. It's still gonna be above 30. I don't know what Kevin's doing. We don't talk about Kevin. All right, to end this, let's watch the let's watch this fight up here with Verstappen and Norris, the last lap. Verstappen's gonna try to overtake Norris here. Okay, good move. Verstappen out in front. Norris is being left. Norris is gonna get out of DRS range, it looks like. Verstappen's on a full push, and it looks like Norris just gave up P1. I was looking for a nice little fight there, and well, Norris just kind of bottled that.
Last lap.
Copy.
Norris trying to make a comeback now. It's on the DRS side. Let's see if he can make it. Get within 3. I don't think he's gonna... He might have the push here. Norris trying to go on the inside. I think Verstappen has this. Oh, nice. Ooh, look at Norris trying to make an outside move. Norris has made it, and Norris is gonna have it. Norris is gonna win Saudi Arabia, I think. And he will. It'll be close. And he edges out Verstappen. What a move in the last turn. Norris. Verstappen in signs.
He's first over the line.
What a
It's
move
all
on the
over.
outside.
Picks up first place.
Lando freaking Norris.
Without doubt, a stellar performance. Something that'll be seen as a real highlight this season.
Lando Norris and McLaren doing what McLaren does not do on the weekends, which is screw over teammates. Oh, I had to make that joke because that was absolutely ridiculous. They gave Piastri the win this past weekend. A 15th for Hadjar. Okay, that's a good one. Now, mind you, Bearman would have won if he didn't hit the wall. He would be up here. You'd be at like 11. Let's see how much damage you did to the car.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
Having to retire early will no doubt be a bitter disappointment. But today is done, and it's all about looking forward.
And after such a fabulous drive here today, it's no surprise to see this man land on the podium.
No one wins the constructor.
You can't quite
Okay.
imagine how that must feel. It's their first F1 victory after all.
Come up, your little competition
And
after
finally,
all.
now the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Nope, we got debriefs to do. And that debrief is Bearman needs to not hit freaking walls.
Well, Karoo, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Mixed feelings.
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency.
Has it been raining in the paddock? It's like the camera has
Okay
been
then,
raining.
And a big thank you to everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
Oh, that makes sense. All the mechanics are fingering the lens. Makes sense. So I got an achievement for Kevin Magnussen finishing that race with a mechanical error, even though my driver didn't end with, or maybe they considered a mechanical error, but I DNF, so I didn't really finish the race with the mechanical error. I don't know these. I don't know. We do get 2 points. I'm trying to get our pit crew better and better. That's what we're trying to ultimately do. Ooh. Bearman, if that Bearman pit stop was damn fine. A little bit slow here. So we got it. Last time I had a 20th or higher and it didn't give me it. That's where I'll have to look at that. At least 20th. For Bearman's accomplishment of hitting the wall, he gets a performance upgrade of 75 for dramatics and hitting the wall. I guess there was a ghost car on the track and he just naturally hit it. But okay, this makes more sense. Hadjar going up to a 74. All right, let's see the damage. I think Bearman can get 20th or higher. And Hadjar's the one that... Actually, let's go 20th for both. That's where we are. 20th for both. One of you guys has to be better than 20th.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park Circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high.
At the top of the constructors' standings right now, it's McLaren. But at just the third round of this year, the title could be anyone's.
Let's see then how the weekend unfolds.
So there was a chance of rain, 20%. Let's see what it is. Cloudy, clear skies. Okay, that's... I was not expecting that. Absolutely no traffic. And look at Hadjar! Look at him! Look at Bearman up in the top 5! Top 10! What is this? The boys just decided to start racing today. There's no way we stay up here, right? Maybe Bearman, but... I mean, there's still Verstappen and Sainz down here. The driver confidence does wonders. Let's see if we can stay up here. Stroll might have the ability to beat us down. The jar gets mildly better. Bearman does not get any better. He's going to be at P12. I think Bearman's safe. The only thing I worry about is that Alpine of Esteban Ocon. And Stroll. Okay, Esteban is up there. Now it's Stroll. Magnussen's gonna put it up, so is Stroll. Okay, the jar will be at 18th, but Bearman gets in at 14th. And both of the Alpines are down. What a qualification for Bearman. The man has medium track abrasiveness. Yeah, I'd only go on hards to say if you had a safety car at like 35 and you didn't have mediums, and you can't essentially go on softs, but your softs that you're currently on or your mediums are completely shocked, like at 35 you're here, and you can't, and you have that space, I'd go on hards here because it would be the rest of the race. Then you just gotta go with it. But I just don't know why you would just willingly go onto hards on this race unless you had to, or you had a fast car. Yeah, in real life, like, it makes sense because it's more about grip for your car's ability to go fast. In this, they kind of gamified it a little bit. Okay, let's see if we get a mechanical issue with Bearman. Now, naturally, I would switch out those parts, but I really want to see a mechanical issue. And I really want to deal with the mechanical issue. And I really want to figure out how to deal with the mechanical issue sooner rather than later.
They've got to drive a perfect race if they're going to
Bearman drove me to drink, so I have a Seagrams right here. That's what I'm doing.
Here we go. It's time to go racing. Get ready for the Australian Grand Prix.
I didn't notice they have white tops and fins on the... Alright, that's cool.
And it's
I like that.
lights out, and away we go.
That must be battle assist. Look at Bearman! Look at this man! And Hadjar's up here doing some work too. I really like this view, but I wish it was zoomed out a little bit. We're fighting Lance Stroll in an Aston Martin right now. Ooh, we had a little run wide there.
Okay, good job.
Gasly's a little bit faster because he's on softs, which makes sense. Perez already has a mechanical failure. It looks to be a major one. Can't tell what it is. And it did not pop up here. Let's see if he has DRS. So it's not a win. It must be an internal issue. But that one for 100% did not pop up here. Gasly just ran wide and lost that time there.
You're fine,
Let's take a look at that. Ooh, we're looking from the driver's view. There he is. Say bye to Gasly. We'll go under 33, but not bad, so I'm fine with that. You know what? I didn't change the development concentration of either driver. Whoops. You're boxing this lap, so I'm hoping that's not a mechanical failure there. We don't get a tire puncture, I should say. It's a good thing we did two different strategies, otherwise they'd be boxing on top of each other right now. Verstappen is going on hards. Do I have this wrong right now? Verstappen is going on hards. What did Verstappen have in the first place? Softs. He has to be going soft, hard, soft. I think I'm right with this.
Something's not gone right in the pits.
Yeah. So I'm thinking as well. And Russell's doing the same thing. I think I'm fine with this. Go medium soft. If we have to go medium soft or soft medium hard, I will. But I think I'm right with soft medium soft. And under... What a pit stop. That's a good pit stop. And this traffic is just being hard to get through. I'm going full stopping time as fast as possible and not development on less mistakes. So when we have a pit stop, it's going to be freaking immaculate time-wise. But if we have a bad pit stop, it's going to take some time. Because I want DHL. That's how we're going to be able to like add more money to everything, is the DHL, and getting as high as we can with that. The DHL is going to give us a good amount of money. Yeah, Norris is going to come out on mediums, and so is the Ferrari. So this makes more sense now. Sonoda just had a mechanical fault.
The gear is strange.
Alright, gearbox issue. So we have two mechanical faults on the grid right now. Okay, let's have Bearman speed this up. Go to a top up.
Okay, we're coming now to the pit.
Also, I do wonder if, like, I took the maximum amount of advertisers you can get. Come on!
I don't believe it.
That hurts. Damn it. That was such a good race we were doing with Bearman. That's completely shit the bed there. So that might be an addition. That might be two mechanical failures on Sonoda's car. Because he already had one. There's a massive gap. Let's speed up a little bit. Leclerc is about to pass Bearman. The Sonoda is not phased by that. I think Bearman's locked in at this. If we can go this pace and just stay up with Hulkenberg and company, then I'll be happy. Hulkenberg is a full push, or are we just standing still? Sonoda's mechanical fault's even worse.
Gear strange, guys.
It's a gear issue. So he has 2 right now. Alright, so Hadjar's gonna go in and box. And I think the mechanical issues aren't actually hitting as hard as they should. Like, Perez has had that mechanical issue all race. So I wonder if it's actually affecting him. Good box. Is that 2 of them? No, because Hadjar already has one in. Now, Gasly and Albon are going to fight. And if we can get them out of DRS range, which we do, we can top this up. We can just be racing. Alright, let's catch up with Bottas here.
Copy.
Perez, that mechanical issue is messing with Perez, but that is so much gap there, I don't think it's going to matter. Unless it turns into a major. Perez's mechanical faults has gotten worse.
I'm running out of battery.
It's an ERS fault. So that's why he's able to stay in it. Makes sense. It's an ERS fault and not a gearbox. Maybe he has both. I'm gonna have to hand that over to him. Verstappen's on his final lap.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is to
Leclerc won.
Charles Leclerc there, taking home the win.
Just beating Verstappen.
I don't think anyone could be disappointed with
Okay.
a race like that. A consummate professional through and through.
Okay, let's check the flag, mate.
Okay, so P15. I'm fine with that. Yeah, 3 different
Sometimes
winners.
I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
You know, I don't think many would have expected to see them finishing outside the top 10. They'll be aiming much
Bro, we're
higher
the
than
worst
that
car on the
podium.
grid. These announcers.
Out onto the podium steps Charles Leclerc, the driver from Monaco, really deserving of that top 3 spot.
Their first win of the season, and the team looking on will be very proud, I'm sure.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all at the Australian Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there though.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Whoops.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favorite for the drivers.
All right, give me a second, guys. We'll finish this up before we send over a host. So you got 18 and 15. It's not bad. So yeah, we probably just need 1 point. 10 points. Oh no, 11 points. DHL, let's go. Let's go. It's all about the DHL this year. And we get an extra that bitch. So